Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. You can tell from the title, I'm pregnant! I'm so excited. So today in this video, I'm going to be telling you how I found out I was pregnant and the whole story of what's been going on with our trying to conceive journey and how I conceived and just all these different things. So let's go ahead and get started. I am so excited. I do want to mention I will be doing pregnancy updates throughout this journey. I'll probably space them out, maybe do like 3 at a time or 3 to 4 weeks at a time. You guys probably won't see one until, I'm still really early when I'm filming this, so you guys probably won't see one for another week or two. My first pregnancy update, so I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So first of all, we're just gonna go ahead and backtrack to what's been going on with me. I know I haven't posted any videos in a while. Actually, 2 days before I found out, I filmed a TTC update and I ended up deleting it because I hated it. And I hated how I looked because I don't know, I've just been really like not very confident lately, and I've just been feeling kind of like chubby, and I don't know. So I just deleted it. But then 2 days later I found out I was pregnant, so I didn't need it anyways. But we're gonna go ahead and backtrack. So I had went to the doctor several times starting in January of this year. And you know, they did some tests and they tested my husband. And they're like, he's normal, you know, and they tested my ovulation. They found out I was ovulating normal and everything was fine with that. And so finally in April it was, the doctor said, okay, you're ovulating, like your husband's fine. We've tested all of that. The only thing I can think of left that could be wrong with you is it sounds like you have the symptoms of endometriosis. So he said, we're gonna schedule a laparoscopy surgery and go in there and see if you have the endometriosis, and if you do, we're gonna clear it out and hopefully you'll be able to get pregnant after that. So we scheduled the laparoscopy for May 25th, and which was a Friday, and I was really nervous. I've never had surgery before. I was like really freaking out, super nervous, like praying to God, like please let everything go okay with the surgery, like I'm so scared. And by this time, by the surgery time, we would have been trying for 1 year and 7 months. So I was just getting really upset. You know, we were coming up on our 2-year mark in October of this year. And 1 year and 7 months, I'm like, dang, you know, I said, I hope this surgery works. I mean, I was excited. I was optimistic about the surgery, but I was also really nervous. And I'm sorry about these. I'm sitting right in front of my window, so like there's like weird reflection, like, sorry, I'm sorry about that. Ignore that. That scheduled. My husband already took off work for it. My mom and my husband were gonna go with me, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna get the laparoscopy over, clear up the endometriosis, and then maybe by June I can be pregnant. So I kind of do this thing where I always have pregnancy tests on hand just because I've been trying for so long. And this is kind of, this might not sound, sorry, the sun's going in and out. Just ignore the lighting as long as you can hear me and halfway see me without dots all over me, then we're good. So I was just thinking about, like, I always keep pregnancy tests on hand just because, or like, it's kind of weird, but like if I'm about to like go to an event where I'm gonna drink alcohol, like I'll just take a pregnancy test before just because, or I just like to have them on hand. If I'm feeling weird, I'll take one just because. So this was the day before my surgery on the 30, I think I already have pregnancy brain and it's like super early because I can't talk. So Thursday, May 24th, the day before my surgery, I was babysitting my niece because I babysit her every Thursday and Friday. She's 1, so she's a handful, and I babysit her. So I was babysitting her just like a regular day, just me and her home alone. You know, my husband's at work, and for the entire week since like Monday, I planned on taking a pregnancy test the day before my surgery. I was like, I just want to make sure it's negative. I want to see the negative and just go on and have the surgery just because. I know the surgery would have gave me a pregnancy test, but it was just like a random mind thing. I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, I always did like random pregnancy tests just because, like I always did those. So I didn't really think anything of it. I was just like, okay, I've been planning this Monday. I was like, Thursday, I will take a pregnancy test and see that it's negative and go on with my surgery. So all that week, I didn't even realize I've had several symptoms the entire week of that week, but I'm not gonna get into those. I wanna save that for my update. I really would like to tell you, oh, there goes the sun. Oh, it's dark. I'm sorry, the sun is not happy today. So maybe if I turn this off, will this make a difference? Sorry, maybe that makes a difference. Maybe it makes it worse. I don't know. There's a light right here and it's kind of like a yellow light, so I turned it off. Say this because this will help you. My boobs were hurting, TMI, all day long, all week long, the past like 2 weeks. And I was like, this is kind of weird. You know, they always hurt right before my period, but like, I was like, this is kind of weird because they're like, I even texted my mom. I was like, I don't know why, but my boobs have been just hurting like so bad. And she just said like, LOL, like not thinking anything of it. I'm sorry. And I was like, okay. So I have all the tests right here. I'm gonna go through them and show you guys and explain. This is so crazy. So I had 2 Dollar Tree tests, these little pink ones that are only $1 from the Dollar Tree. I was like, I'll just take one of these and see that it's negative and throw it in the trash and move on. Like I always do. I always expect negative. I mean, that's all I've ever seen. I've never seen a positive test. So I took the first one. I can't remember which one I took first. I should have wrote on them. I took the first one, which I'm gonna zoom in. I don't think you guys will be able to see if I hold it right here. I mean, you might be able to. Focus. Can you see that? I think you can see that. There's 2 lines. One right here. Sorry, my nails are gross. I think you guys can see that. Maybe if I do this, I don't know. So I took the first one. Oh, focus, focus. And you're supposed to look at it after 5 minutes, and if you don't, it says it's invalid. So I took the test, set it down, I went in the living room, I ate my lunch. My niece was napping at this time, so I was watching TV, eating my lunch. And in like 30 minutes I went by and I realized, oh crap, I forgot the test. Like 30 minutes passed and I forgot. So I went in there and looked at it and I saw the line. And I was like, no, it's probably just invalid because I waited too long. So I just set that one to the side, didn't even think anything of it. So I had another Dollar Tree test. I was like, okay, I'll just take the other Dollar Tree because I think, you know, that line must be there because it's invalid, right? Like I wasn't like, whatever. So I took the other one and looked at it when you were supposed to. Here's the second one. These are very faint lines. So if you're not seeing them, that's why. I think I can see it. Can you guys see it? Second line. It's very faint. I did order some new pregnancy tests. I'm gonna take another one tomorrow because I want to see a darker line. And I haven't had my first doctor's appointment yet, but so then I saw that line and I got more serious. I was like, oh my gosh, like I started freaking out. I was like, this can't be. Like what? The day before my surgery? No way. So I had one more of the 6 days sooner first response test with the 2 lines. I had one more left in the box. I was like, okay, let's take this. This will confirm. If I'm pregnant, this has to confirm because it's not a cheapy Dollar Tree. I thought maybe it was just a Dollar Tree test. I was getting a false positive or something. I was like, let's try this. So I took this. Here's what we see. Focus, okay. I think you guys can see it's a very faint line, but it's there. Hopefully you can see. And I literally started bawling. I was holding my niece at this time and I took the test. I just like sat her down. Like I threw the test down, I was just bawling. Like I didn't even know what to say. I just started crying my eyes out. Like I was so excited, all these emotions. I was like, this can't be real. I've never seen a positive test in my life. Like I was just freaking out. I had my surgery the next day. I was like, what the heck? So I called my cousin. Me and my cousin are really close. We've been friends, like more than cousins, just friends, even for like ever. And we're close in age. She's only like 2 years older than me. And I called her up and I was like, oh my gosh, because she's actually trying to get pregnant too. She's been trying for about 3 months now. And so we always talk about it. We always talk about trying to conceive and like what we'll do when we have babies and like all these things. So I called her up immediately first thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I was crying on the phone. I couldn't even talk. I was just like, I took these pregnancy tests just now and they were all positive and my surgery is tomorrow and I need you to come over right now and look at these tests to make sure I'm not crazy. So she was like, oh my gosh, you know, stop crying. Like this is so exciting. And she said, you want me to bring you a digital so you can really tell? And I was like, yes, if you could please pick me up some digitals. Let me move. I would really appreciate that. So she swung by Walmart and she happened to be with her husband, so she brought him too, and they came over. and I was freaking out. I was shaking, like, oh my gosh, I wish I could have caught my reaction of, like, I wish I would have taken the pregnancy test, because I was expecting negative, so I didn't film or anything, and I wish I would have, because I was shaking and I couldn't talk, and I was pacing back and forth, and I was just all over the place. So she brought me a pack of 5 digitals. Went to the bathroom and took one, and I messed it up. I guess I didn't let it sit long enough, and so it said invalid, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I took another one. I think I did it too long this time because it said invalid again. So I had 3 more tests. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to know, like, stop. So I took another one, and I thought I did it right this time, so it loaded, and it immediately loaded up after like a minute. Here, let's see if this will focus. I don't know, it's probably backwards to you guys. I'll show you guys in a different view, but it says pregnant right there. Oh, dropped it on the clear blue test digital. It says pregnant. So at this point I was like, okay, holy crap, I'm pregnant. Like, I was crying, I was freaking out. I was like, I gotta call my doctor, like I gotta tell my husband, like I gotta tell my mom, like I was just freaking out. So I have actually bought like onesies and stuff to tell my family. I bought a onesie to tell my mom and dad, my husband, my mother-in-law. Like, I already had all this stored away in a box to tell my family. So I want to surprise my husband. After I found out, about an hour and 2 hours later, he was coming home from work. Got the onesie and the digital pregnancy test on the bed. And the onesie says, if you think I'm cute, you should see my dad, or something like that. I'm gonna do a whole video on how I told my whole family. I had all kinds of cool different ways to tell my grandma, to tell my aunt and uncle, my mom and dad, my husband, the in-laws. Like, if you guys want a full video, I will probably do one on that. I don't have everything because they have it now. I should have done it before I gave it to them, but it was like all at the moment. And a lot of people say I told them too soon because I don't even have my first appointment until June 19th. But in my opinion, I've been trying for a really long time, and I'm really excited, and I just want to tell everyone. So whatever happens, happens. We're just praying for a healthy, sticky little bean. And my mom, while she was over, she actually made me take another digital. So she's like, you dipped it in a cup, so this time actually pee on it. That makes a difference. So I did. So now I have 2 here. This is the one that I dipped in the cup first. It says pregnant, and I showed my husband. Then while my mom was over and I told her, I dipped this one and it says pregnant. Then about 4 days after I found out, I was like, I had 1 more digital, and I was like, oh, I might as well take it. So I took the last digital, and it still said pregnant. So I have 3 digitals here that all say pregnant. So and 4 days later, I'm still pregnant, so everything's good. I have a bunch of tests here, which I will move the camera and show you guys at the end. But yeah, that's how I found out I was pregnant after 1 year and 7 months of trying. The day before my endometriosis surgery, I found out I was pregnant. Oh my gosh, I am so thankful. I feel so blessed and so lucky, and I pray for any woman out there going through this journey, because I get how hard it is and how draining it is, and I've never shed more tears about anything in my life. And I'm so happy this worked out for me like this. We conceived completely natural. We weren't using any medication. We didn't have any surgeries, any procedures, anything done. It was just 1 year and 7 months for us to conceive natural. And I'm so thankful for that. I am thankful to God for giving me this opportunity to be a mother. And my first appointment is June 19th, like I said, and then I have my first ultrasound a week after that. I will be doing an update video. I will be doing a review on a diaper bag that I already bought, which I'll explain. I will be doing a video on some baby clothes I have. Hopefully I'll do a video on how I told everybody and the reactions. That's pretty much it. That's how I found out I was pregnant. Okay, I just wanted to hold these up to the light so maybe you guys could see them better. Hopefully you can see the other line now, just to get an idea. There it is. This one's the darkest one. And then I did order some more pregnancy tests, like I said. And then of course I have this one that I'm gonna take just so I can see how dark the line's gotten, since it's been about a week since I found out. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a blessed day. Bye.